Divine Masculine regrets letting you go. It's playing out heavily in their mind daily for the last 2 weeks, constantly. My energy is drained whenever I tap into Divine Masculine's energy, thinking the constant thoughts that are running through their mind would even make the strongest person mentally tired. They're replaying words that the feminine has said to them about how they should act, and they're starting to do those things and trying to be a better person because of the feminine. Even at a distance, they're singing the feminine's praises to others about how kind they are, how much they continue to teach them. The masculine is highly influenced and takes a lot of what the feminine taught him on board. Masculine is listening to the criticism the feminine wants to give them subconsciously in order to change the way they act. And they are listening to it finally, because they know Divine Feminine means well. It is from a place of pure love and not control this time. They may have said feminine was controlling at one point, but feminine only wanted the best for them. They are aware of it now. Masculine will maybe tell you that they may have recently gone for a job and got rejected because they're not in the right frame of mind, or because of foolish actions in the past on their record. I'm getting they have a criminal record or a bad record due to their anger and their unhealed wounds. But they don't want feminines to see them as a bad person or distrust them ever. They pray that you see them for who they are, and Divine Feminine knows who her true masculine is. She knows they're not a bad person. They know their heart more than anyone, in fact, but masculine is always worried that feminine sees them in a negative light. They also know at this time more than ever, when they are struggling, their feminines are the only person they can rely on in this world. There is no one else that compares to her safety and the safety the feminine gives them, even from a distance. You may not have spoke in a while, but they know in an emergency situation they would call on their feminine and speak honestly to them about their struggles, rather than calling a family member who doesn't know them deeply, but only on a surface level. Divine Masculine has realised recently everyone else in his life, possible various karmic partners, family members, work associates, friends, they don't fully support them. They don't want the best for them. They're only around when they need something. Whether that be to use them for money, ask them for something, dictate or control the masculine. He realises the feminine energy who was looking out for him warned him about these people and advised him not to let people take advantage of his kind nature. He's learning his lesson right now by seeing true colours of people who surround him. I can sense a particular Divine Masculine who hasn't been looking after himself recently. He could possibly be losing hair or have thinning hair. He's maybe tried to reach out to the feminine recently, or he wants to have some sort of communication. Either communications turned bad or not how he expected it to be. Either you give him a negative reaction, or he feels he will get a negative reaction out of his feminine if he does reach out. He's been depressed about the lack of communication, or if the communications went sour. He might have took some time out of work after some communication with you, as he couldn't process the words that were exchanged the last time you spoke. Or he has taken time off work because he needs to be able to find the courage to properly think about what he needs to say to his feminine at this time, as he feels it's crucial that he speaks with her right now. I think he senses a major shift that the feminines are going through. Divine Feminine may be debating and thinking of new options for her future. She wants nothing more than a stable masculine who can offer her things and give equal give and take. Masculine senses the disconnection with her and is panicking, envisioning his feminine being married to someone else or being genuinely interested in someone else is disturbing him, as it would be his missed opportunity. and he would forever live with the painful regrets. It feels like it's now or never energy, because he knows Divine Feminine is marriage material. She'll either get selected by someone else very soon, or someone else will want to pursue her romantically, get to know her, and at this time she'll be ready for some new energy in her life. I'm getting the sense of masculine realising what he's had when he had it, and feeling so stupid, as other people would love to be in his position. He almost feels like, how can I have fumbled this person? He realises it was due to total lack of self-worth, self-love for himself, and the unhealed trauma of his own. He doesn't know how to work on himself. I'm seeing him trying to read things that will help him, but not quite understanding the depth of healing and how to go back and heal his inner child wounds. He's trying to piece the pieces together, which has taken a lot of his energy right now. He realises he's not yet at a place where he can give his best to his feminine. He may have used words like, find someone who is on your level. I'm hearing him say, she's on a different level to me, to others. His friends and family who know of the feminine realises there's a deep love there that he has for you, just looking at him, or they can feel the feminine in his heart and energy when they're around him. They know that the feminine's on his mind heavily, and if he does not mention you to others, that almost see you when they're looking at him. Friends who knew about you and friends who are associated with you two together know that you're still heavily on his mind. It pains Divine Feminine to realise that he thinks about himself in a negative light. I can see that Divine Feminine with her head in her hands, sometimes thinking of her masculine, feeling and thinking frustrated thoughts like, why does he not open up and tell me the reality of the situation that he faces? Why is everything so secretive? The divine is using divine intervention so that feminine doesn't have to witness or endure pain that is not the feminine's to face. She has a pure heart, and the angels are surrounding her, trying to comfort feminine at this time. And when she feels a different, sudden, relaxed feeling and optimism in her heart, that is exactly the moment that the angels around her are giving her the love and warmth and the strength on her journey. Angels can hear your prayers. I can see the feminine and hear the words, please give me the strength to endure all things thrown at me on this journey. I'm not prepared or ready to protect myself, so please protect me and guide me. I can hear you asking for guidance, and your prayers are being worked on constantly. 777 and 444 are the signs that I'm getting. Sometimes we don't learn unless we're put under the immense pressure and pain. It's in our greatest pain that we learn the best lessons. If everything was so steady and good all the time, life wouldn't be what it is. So we have signed a contract before we came into this life with people and things to teach us to become the best version of ourselves before we return. Be thankful that you've met or you will meet your twin flame in this lifetime and experience the highest form of soul connection and love that there is. Have a grateful heart that you've been able to connect in this way, even though there's been struggles. Keep gratitude about the journey. It will always end in the best possible outcome for you and your twin. Divine Masculine is retreating and spending a lot of time with himself. I can see that they're trying to bury their heads in the sand. They're taking a lot of baths. They're trying to overly clean themselves. As I can see, they don't feel clean for some reason. They feel dirty, they feel lack, they feel like they're the problem, they feel like there's one problem after another. I can see them sorting through paperwork. They're trying to pay bills, they're trying to catch up. Money's stressing them out for some reason. I can see something stressing him out with his bank account. Something to do with his finances is heavily on his mind also, which leads to his lack mentality. Also, he feels like he's not worthy of the feminine. Even though Divine Feminine is so uninterested in money or material things, he still views himself as like not good enough. He feels that she's destined for a different life with a partner that will treat her well. He knows no one will understand or love the feminine as much as he does, but he's at a point where he's willing to risk not having her to see her happier with potential better man who will put her on a pedestal and treat her right. He feels like there's an emotionally available partner out there without his issues, which is interesting energy that I'm picking up, because it feels like he's sacrificing the feminine. It is heartbreaking for the masculine. He doesn't really want to think about that option, but he has been thinking about that. That is heavily on his mind. At this time, he can't bear someone else touching the feminine, especially in a romantic way. He gets visions of her being with someone else and it burns his soul. He hopes the feminine energy is not indulging in that sort of activity. But he can only blame himself that he's not healed himself or done the work on improving his situation. He would understand if someone got back to him and some information come in about the feminine moving on. He has no idea that the feminine is not even thinking about that or doing anything of the sort to attract a new partner. She's concentrating on abundance, and she tries to put other suitors off by telling them she's busy. It is a hard battle for feminine, as she has high attractive energy at this time. She is attracting a lot of ex-partners. New potential matches are coming in and obsessing over her at this time, but Divine Masculine knows all too well why others would be drawn to his feminine. It's like a moth to a flame. He's feeling so incredibly insecure and uncertain and worried. I can see them getting angry and frustrated. They're not in any sort of peace in their life at this time. It feels like total turmoil. Meanwhile, I can see Divine Feminine doing her nails, pampering herself, showing a lot of self-love. She knows her worth. She's learned a lot. Now, when she feels down, it won't be long before she feels up again. She's mastered the lesson of not letting other people affect her mood with their own emotions, and she's feeling proud of herself. She's attracted all possibilities for new love. She has shown herself as a queen by carrying herself in a respectful way. Her actions to other people tell them that she's content, whole and satisfied with herself. She's managing all things in her own life accordingly, and she is feeling super organised. She's highly attractive at this time, so be careful, feminines, because you're so magnetic at the moment. Be careful what you wish for, and you might just receive it at any point. Divine is sending both the feminine and masculine energy at this time. Energy to stay connected to Source, stay connected with God and the universe. Whoever you believe in, it's only through spirituality and faith that you'll gain more intuition regarding your own journey. You'll get signs, you'll see synchronicities, you'll become a lot more aware of your counterpart's feelings towards you. You'll bask in love and you'll feel them from a distance, regardless. They could be at the other end of the world, they could be close by, but you'll always feel the love for them the closer that you get to God. The way that you heal yourself and get closer to union with your twin is to work through all your own issues, heal yourself, and it'll mirror onto your twin. They'll pick up on the same energy to do more healing in their own lives. Your angels are always looking out for both of you. They're trying to push you both together. They realise that Divine Feminine is actually on a different level to masculine now, and they realise that anything that will hold her back has to be kept at a distance. She's grown so much, she's still got weaknesses, and sometimes she gets moments where she'll revert back to the past and communicate with people who didn't treat her well in the past, and she'll experience her low moments. The universe realises that she can't be given someone who is in and out and unstable, as it will stress her out, and she will stop focusing on her growth and self-love, and it'll only actually put her behind again. If you have come into any sort of contact with your twin in this life, or you've experienced being in a physical or spiritual relationship with them, you'll realise how much effort and energy you put into your twin. So when they come back around to you, all your thoughts, you focus on them, you find yourself diverting from all the positive things that you've been thinking of recently in your own life. And it's not until they're fully aligned with you that twin flames are powerful together. However, when they're unaligned, it can hinder each other's growth, which is why there is always a separation period involved. This is actually crucial. It's a crucial stage for both twins to separate and focus on their own lives so that they can come back stronger together. The universe has always got a plan. So trust it and know that this is divine timing, and never question that. Focus on grounding, sending back energy that's not yours, saging your home, breaking the karmic cycles and working on yourself, and then you'll prosper. Your divine counterpart loves you and they can feel you. They wish you were with them, especially on a night time. They miss your energy. They want you next to them. They want to hug and kiss you and tell you all the sweet things that they've thought about you in your absence. However, they also subconsciously know that you have your own things going on to worry about other than them. You have your own life and they want you to succeed. They don't want to see you stressed. They don't want to see you down. So trust that they want the best for you also. There is unconditional love always, no matter how many 3D or 5D conflicts take place. Each twin is aware of this. The masculine is in the feminine's energy and possibly close by, whilst the feminine is oblivious to this. She feels so focused on herself and reaching her own goals and checking off her to-do lists. The masculine is always around the corner and never too far. He's dreaming and thinking about all possible outcomes for him and his feminine. And the more he thinks about this, the more the feminine picks up on this and starts to think the same out of nowhere. She asks herself, why am I thinking about this right now? It's because the masculine thinks heavily and it transfers to the feminine subconsciously. I can see in the coming weeks a lot of deep thought and prayers about this connection on both sides. A lot of going within. Both twins are cutting off karmic energies that surround them or any distractions for good. Both are focused on bettering their mental health, their material world, and they're both trying to settle and get more comfortable with the connection and their dynamics and their roles that they play in each other's lives. They're both feeling grateful for each other. It is beautiful energy in the collective at this time. Before winter starts, the momentum and the passion is building up again, and divine masculine, more than the feminine, feels there will be a physical meeting on the horizon or a chance to see each other again in the flesh. So when this happens during the winter, you'll both, feel giddy. You'll blush, you'll get excited to be face to face again with your counterpart. It'll be overwhelming. You could laugh or you could cry, or you may do both, but you may not be able to stay away from each other after that or stop touching each other. It'll be like past life or old times that you once shared. No amount of distance ever makes the connection fade. It will only strengthen with time. The feelings are powerful now between the masculine and feminine, and even the twins want to dismiss it or act like it's not there, or they don't care. They only find the more they actually push away the emotions or push them down, it comes back up, or it gets back in their head more and it bubbles up again to the surface. Follow, like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, Beautiful Souls, and stay patient for the next energy update.